Okay, welcome back to the Collector Level YouTube channel. Today, in recognition of the release of the second Venom movie, we're busting out a old figure. It is a third-party figure of both Eddie Brock and Venom. It's the deluxe version. It's called the Parasitic. It's a 1/6 scale figure by Toys Era, and the figure number is PE003. All right, here we have a wide shot of both the 6 scale figure of Tom Hardy or Eddie Brock and the scaled version of Venom. All right, first up, we're going to talk about the accessories that the Parasitic or Venom comes with. First up is 2 gripping hands, 2 super gripping hands, I guess is what I would call it. Another detachable forearm down that depicts part of the transformation between Eddie Brock into the Venom character. And then just to the right of that, we have the split head sculpt. Again, showing the transformation, and we'll get a closer look of those items as we move on.
Where's the bug? Take him down.
I'm so sorry about your friends.
Okay, here's another recreation from that scene that we just saw where Eddie is transforming into Venom in his apartment and kind of taking on the henchmen that have come to take him down or take him back to the lab. For this one, I changed out the head sculpt, obviously, to the transforming head sculpt and swapped out the forearm and reposed him a little bit by himself. Took the big symbiote out because that wouldn't really fit in here. What an amazing scene. Okay, we're going to take a look at the actual figure in closer detail here for the Venom Eddie Brock figure. Again, I can't say it enough. The attention to detail here. You can see that there's all kinds of, distressing that's been done on the sleeves, up around the neck area, full hood. It's distressing fading done in the material on the jeans. Because this is a third-party figure, again, which I do need to disclose to you all, the company that produced this does not hold the intellectual authority to reproduce this. They've done so on their own. I've purchased this with my own money. This is not sponsored, and the company that produced this does not hold the license, so this is a third-party unlicensed figure. But despite that, they have done a fantastic job, right down to the symbol that's part of the shoes. I think that the manufacturer is called Gary. And again, with the bracelets, the Mala bracelets. A little tighter shot of the face sculpt. Good textures, good painting. Now, as far as the body is concerned, you know, most figures, they have you know, some weak points. This is pretty good, although sometimes I get kind of the idea that the neck peg isn't really super strong, but it seems to be fine now. Maybe I just needed to push it down in there better. Again, we have just a single bend on the elbow, and that probably has to do, they are soft ratchets in there though. Let's see if this one's the same. Yeah, single bend elbow. It does have a padded suit on, I guess, to give contour, you know, to his chest. But I think that they picked the absolute right body. I don't think that Tom Hardy is actually really very tall, and I'm pretty sure that if I was to set this, you know, next to one of the other figures that are tall, I think that the scale would be good. Let's see, we've got I don't know. I want to say that is somewhere between a double and a single bend, but it's just a single. It feels like it goes a little bit farther than just 90 degrees, but not quite all the way up, which that's fine for this figure. There's quite a bit of ab crunch and backwards, so you can get some good posing out of this figure, regardless of the elbows and the knees. And I think that they selected a nice body for him, again, as I said. And there's that.
Listen carefully, Eddie. You did not find us. We found you. Think of yourself as my ride. Where are you going?
All right, I wanted to recreate that scene that we just watched in the clip of the original Venom movie. I think that this figure is really, really faithful to the details that were depicted in that movie. I think that the sculpt of Eddie Brock, the sculpt of Tom Hardy, is really, really, really amazing. I also want to point out that I switched the hands out to the super gripping hands to kind of engage him with the actual symbiote. I'd also like to call out the attention to detail that was made for this figure. The bracelets you see there on his right hand. We'll get up closer onto the details of the figure, but the fact that they weathered the sweatshirt is also really amazing. They could have went with really super clean apparel for the figure, but they didn't. They went that one step extra to recreate the authentic look of the clothes that he was wearing. You know, Eddie Brock is kind of down on his luck in this particular time of the movie, and he's realizing just where he's at with this symbiote living within him. And I think it's amazing. It's a really great scene to be able to recreate, and the fact that, you know, they made his hair in the figure here look like he's sweaty, and he looks exhausted, and he's really just confused, and it's really great. Okay, so we have the full symbiote on the rotating base here so that we can get a nice smooth view of him. Get some of the detail. There are three symbiote heads on here. Maybe you can see as I turn here. Right here is one. Here is one. And then as we turn around, there's another one creeping up. over the other side, and it's right here. Again, it's a glossy, tar looking, you know, shimmering, shining paint texture and application on here. I think it looks really good. When I got this thing out of the box, when I originally bought it, I couldn't believe how big this thing was in hand. It's really a centerpiece, especially if you're a Venom fan. Now, Hot Toys does have a figure, a Venom figure that has been released overseas. It has not made its way to other locations yet, but we look forward to that coming soon. And when that comes in, we'll do a full review and unboxing of that figure as well. Stay tuned for that. All right, so now we can talk about the second head sculpt that comes along with this. Just to detail out, if you can still find this, again, the manufacturer is Toys Era, and the item number is PE003 if you want to search for it. It's probably going to be difficult to find at this point, and it's probably going to be really marked up from what the original price is, because it's long originally sold out. But here is the head sculpt. Now, if you buy just the regular version, you do get the head sculpt, the additional forearm and hand sculpt here, and an extra set of hands. Neither edition, the deluxe or the regular edition, comes with a stand, which I don't think that would have been really difficult for them to put together for this figure. However, they didn't include it. And then the deluxe is just the addition of the large symbiote that I have had up already. And we'll talk about that again in just a second as well. Just great paint applications here on this. It's matte in the right places, and gloss also in the right places. All right, so that's the extra head sculpt that comes along with both versions. And then here is a close-up of the additional hand. Has its own joint peg. So you just slide the sleeve of the sweatshirt up and pop the old one out and pop this one on. Good wrist articulation. It's nice peg. You can get a lot of articulation out of it. And then, of course, the hands. Again, I will say that the paint could be a little bit tighter, but the sculpt is good. You see veins, textures, good. It's one of the fist hands close up. So there we have it. All right, let's get real for a second. Every collector or aspiring collector should plan for reality. Two realities are debris falling onto your collection or dust. I would recommend getting a little supply of these to have around at your disposal. It's just the same as any other tool. I'm going to put links to these same or similar items in the description below. So if you'd like to support the channel, we'd really appreciate it, and use that link. Thanks for watching the Collector Level YouTube channel. Check out the description below. Okay, so to wrap this up, I just wanted to take another couple shots here of Venom with Eddie Brock. And again, to say that this is a older figure. However, we wanted to do this because of the upcoming release of Venom 2. We enjoyed the film. Are there legitimate complaints that can be made about the original film? Sure. I don't think anything's perfect. Is this figure perfect? No. But just like the movie, it's pretty close. So this is Will from Collector Level signing out. Enjoy your collection.
Yeah.
Hey, can you turn your music down, please? Because I'm having a really hard time.
Whatever. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, I'll just turn it right down.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Thank you.